For this week's video, Live a Great Story asked us to share what the idea of living a great story means to us, so we decided to show how a fun day of travel doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. We grabbed $50 and we set out from Los Angeles to have an awesome day trip. Here's what that looked like. Alright, we got our $50 and we're heading out for a day of adventure. It was fall when we filmed this video, so our first stop was driving an hour and a half to the small mountain town of Glen. When we got there, we went to Oak Tree Village first to browse the shops and to go to their famous bakery, which has massive apple pies. That's not the main reason that we came though, so after exploring, we went over to Riley's farm.
Going to pick some apples.
Apple picking in Glen is basically a Southern California must-do in the fall, and most of the U-Pick farms are open on the weekends and have a lot of different types of apples you can pick.
All done.
Oh, about 1.5 pounds.
Wow.
Not bad.
$5 worth of apples, on to the next spot.
After leaving Glen, we headed east to the desert and made a stop at one of my favorite free road trip attractions.
Stop 2, the Cabazon dinosaurs. Just a little bit windy.
At the Cabazon dinosaurs, you can walk all around the little park that they have there, go inside the Brontosaurus, which is a store, and admire the T-Rex. If you want to go inside the T-Rex, it does cost money, so we didn't do that on this trip.
On to lunch.
45 minutes from the Cabazon dinosaurs brought us to our next destination, the city of Joshua Tree, and one of my favorite lunch spots in the area, Pie for the People. It's a great spot for well-priced and unique pizza by the slice. Grab Pie for the People. This is the David Bowie, jalapenos, bacon, and pineapple. Cheers. From lunch, it was a 10-minute drive to our next destination, a unique art installation off a dirt road right in the middle of the desert.
Our next stop, Purifoy's Art Museum.
All of the art on this property was made by one man, Purifoy, and it was constructed entirely from junked materials that he found. It's really unique to walk around and see all of the fun art installations, and even though it's free, bring a few dollars to donate. It's like my 4th time visiting here, but I always see something new every time I come. It's a really fun experience to have out in the desert. After exploring for about 45 minutes, we left the art installation and headed on to our next stop.
Next up, I bet you didn't know there's a world-famous Crochet Museum. Let's check it out.
This museum is run by a woman named Sherry who collects crocheted pieces of art and puts them inside this fun little box in the town of Joshua Tree. It's another free attraction, but please make sure to bring a few dollars to donate.
Pretty awesome.
Don't leave before checking out the other art pieces around the area and the other artists in residency there.
All right, on to Joshua Tree National Park.
We made it to our last stop of the day, Joshua Tree National Park. Joshua Tree National Park is one of my favorite day trip stops from Los Angeles, and if you have a National Parks Pass, it doesn't cost you anything to enter, making this trip a lot cheaper. Since we couldn't plan on everyone having a National Parks Pass, that's why we had to make this video $50.
One of our favorite things to do in the park is to stop and get out and walk around the Joshua trees.
It was getting pretty late in the day by the time we got to Joshua Tree National Park, so we only had time to make 2 stops before sunset. Quick stop at Keys View. Keys View is located in the southwest portion of the park, and it's a great place to get amazing views down over the Coachella Valley.
Long hair problems.
While this is a good spot for sunset, I like being down by the Joshua Tree, so we're heading to Hidden Valley to finish up today. Fitting in one more thing before we sit and watch sunset, the 1 mile hike through Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley is a great place to get a good understanding of the park as it has a lot of the boulders that it's known for and many different Joshua trees. Boulder hopping. Dang.
Oh yeah.
Professional. Of course, there's tons of places to explore in Joshua Tree National Park, but we picked Hidden Valley because it's flat, has beautiful views, has shade, and it just seemed like a good way to end the day. If you want to see my other Joshua Tree recommendations, click in the description. In front of us right now is the rock known as the Great Burrito. I think it looks like a burrito. Amy says it doesn't.
Does not look like a burrito.
Let us know what you think in the comments. After finishing the hike through Hidden Valley, all that was left was to go find a good spot to watch the sunset from. Luckily, one of my favorite spots for sunset photography is right next to where you park for Hidden Valley, as there's just a crazy amount of Joshua trees out there.
Freshly picked from today.
Amy found a rock to relax at, and I walked around taking pictures, the perfect way to end an awesome day trip in Southern California. Thanks so much for exploring with us today. Hopefully this showed you that adventure doesn't have to be super expensive. Thanks to Live a Great Story for encouraging us to share this adventure with you. You can read more about their mission in the description, and we'll see you on the next video.